welcome everybody. Another episode of a podcast this week today.
No.
I'm X10, I produce and do other cool stuff.
I'm KB, radio DJ, podcast.
Amazing.
Entrepreneur.
Today we are joined by
Mikey Joe.
Ta-da!
Fantastic.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I've been looking forward to this.
Mikey Joe,
I appreciate what you're doing. It takes a lot to put this on, and I think all producers need to, they need to
tap in.
appreciate what you're doing as well. So
Mikey brought some beverages today as well.
Yeah, so
more specifically,
not many because it is still early-ish. Well, it's not that early, but yeah, we've got some beers, we've got some Maggies. I've actually got a project coming out with my bro Big Watch. I produce all the songs, real rap tape, 10 tracks, a lot of sick features, just some real rap, good music. So
and
enjoy the beers, enjoy the Maggies. So that'll be out soon. So look out for that one.
Crazy, and this is gonna create a little vibe today. My phone's ringing. I'm gonna turn it off. Man. Yeah, trust me. I'm trying to Ewan.
I love it.
Trying to film.
He's got work. He wants stems.
Trust
now.
me. He needs them
now.
ASAP.
Now,
What have you been up to? What have you been saying?
just been enjoying life, you know.
Superb.
Kind of.
Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas was good, but in the last year or so, I've kind of really, if I'm being honest, kind of took a kind of step back from the whole mashing out beats, producing, chasing placements, and just kind of enjoyed kind of life. Like I've kind of got a good circle of friends and artists and producers that I kind of are friends with and I like to work with, and I've just kind of just been having fun, you know. Managed to be getting involved with a few shows with Jordan. That's my guy. He gives me a lot of opportunities.
Shout out Jordan.
Yeah, forever grateful for everything he does. And a lot of people, like I've got my mixtape with Big Watch that I just told you about, Beers and Maggies. We've kind of been working on that for the last year or so. Just chilling as friends. Like it's called Beers and Maggies because we'll just meet up, have a few beers, have a few Maggies, and just make some good music. So with that,
Organic.
Organic, just proper music. Like I kind of, even though it's I'm not even saying to do this because it's not the thing to do if you want to be successful. But I just kind of took a step back and thought, I'm not just doing music just to achieve this and get plaques and get things. Obviously, I'll be lying if I say I didn't want that. But at the same time, I just take things day by day and just chill with who I chill with and just whatever happens.
I like that approach.
If someone DMs me for beats, I'll send them and hopefully we can make a hit. But I'm not really chasing it anymore. But not that
you're refreshing yourself.
Yeah, but it's not like I should be doing that. Not because it's just because I just do what I enjoy doing. Yeah. And I kind of got a bit bored of the whole making beats and hoping one lands with someone. I'd rather just meet up with my mates and just see what
it's quite a stressful process, really. Like
because like you strip back the stress.
Yeah, like because I kind of came up via YouTube. Okay. So I was kind of the only person doing the real rap beats on YouTube.
How did that start with like the YouTube real rap stuff?
As we've jumped in, I need to reassess. But so I think obviously I'm from Surrey, so I had no links within the music industry or no mutual friends. No one from my town's ever done music. No one's ever produced. No one's ever put songs out. No one's ever rapped. No one's ever made beats. So I was just kind of
made it big.
Yeah, or even or none.
Not
even know what Fruity Loops is, sort of thing. So
the originator.
So it's kind of like I was kind of always this music guy, like Mike, like he's a music kid sort of thing.
Music Mike.
So I just started making beats on YouTube, and I first started off with drill beats, but I never really. I used to like this was like 2019, 18 maybe.
Okay.
And actually before that it was SoundCloud, but that's just them beats are just some mad beats. That
how old was you when you first like?
It's weird, you know, because I've taught myself how to play guitar when I was like 14. I always had a guitar.
Crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I had a guitar lying around the house, and me and my mate Finn would live on the same road, and he had a guitar lying around his house, and we used to listen to a lot of indie music, like a lot of bands like Oasis and stuff like that. And we used to just try and learn all the songs, and who could learn it first, and all that sort of thing. So he's like my best. He's like my brother. We live like on the same few doors down from each other. Yeah. And then I worked out you could actually plug because I had a family iMac. You could plug in the guitar into your computer, but it wasn't through an interface. It's through like a weird adapter.
How does that work?
So on eBay, it was like a jack. So you got your guitar jack, then I found an attachment, and it goes into like an aux, and I was plugged it in, and I see like one tiny
bit of signal
because it's not going through an interface. It's not powered. So it's like that
coming through about.
And I turned it up like plus 50 gain, and it actually worked. I was like, okay, cool. So I see people on Instagram like kind of recording their guitar into their software, and I just kind of messed around doing that. But where am I? Because I always get lost in conversation. But yeah, so YouTube. So I started doing drill beats, and I was kind of started getting involved in the community. I hit up X10 for a collab. He didn't. He didn't let me collab with him, but it's okay.
Really?
We're here now. No, I think it's like send me something. It's one of them ones.
Send me
something.
It's one of them ones.
No, send me something if you like it or use it. Because you was actually one of the first producers I saw on Instagram in the UK.
Yeah,
Really?
It actually definitely was. That was like 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Must have been.
like just time ago.
So, and then I did all the drill beats, but I've always liked drill to an extent. But my passion's always been like the real rap stuff, like the soulful music, like the Nines, the Potter, Dads, Benny Banks. That was back then.
Yeah,
always really. SBTV, rest in peace, Jamal.
You know
I used to go back after school every day and look at all the SBTV freestyles, and that was kind of before I was aware of Link Up and GRM, because I think at the time SBTV was a predominant.
I was in the Link Up era.
Era.
Link Up era. That was
Link
Up.
Link Up TV. I think I joined about Mad About Buzz.
Okay.
Mad About Buzz.
But with but with the YouTube thing, so I made drill things. Yeah, I'll do this all the time. I'll go in and out of conversation, so I need to make sure I actually finish my thing, because I'll get lost there because I just talk too much. But yeah, so I started the drill, but I was like, I don't even really massively like these beats, but it's kind of the trend at the time. But by being a trend, it's a lot of competition on YouTube.
Oh, 100%.
And I was thinking like, well, let me just chuck like a Nines type beat, and instead of getting like 100 views, but the drill beats get like 160 views, and I kind of noticed a pattern, and no one else was doing these sort of beats on YouTube. So I kind of very quickly and like planned. I said, okay, my plan is I'm going to be the real rap guy on YouTube in the UK. And every day, pot a paper type beat, and then I become like the number one ranked at the time for all them beats, because no one was doing it. And this is why Potter Paper was in jail still as well. So people weren't even searching for them. And then Potter come out of jail, and then overnight my views went like that, because everyone he released. And then kind of from then, I remember sitting in the park. I was like, wow. Like the next day after he releases 2020 Freestyle, everything kind of changed from then. And it was like everyone was actually wanted to use these beats now, because kind of Potter kind of
created a trend,
relit the real rap thing.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of wanted to use them beats again. So that's kind of how the YouTube thing happened.
Situation of like hard work and like luck.
When it crosses.
Yeah, because I this is what I say is even artists as well, like have a back catalogue of stuff, because all my beats blew up from maybe like a year ago, or like they
really.
So I was making like a beat a day for over 1.5 years, getting 50 views, 60 views, 70 views, but I never stopped. Every day, beat, and then one, and it's kind of like they're saying it takes overnight success takes 10 years. You know, there's that saying.
One of them was saying,
yeah. So I had the back catalogue. So when I had that moment where Potter come out, and I had 100 beats, 200 beats,
Potter
everyone could
beats,
the Potter
just
beats
access and just get to you.
Yeah, and then from then, I kind of become this real rap sort of guy.
Geezer, mate. He's the real rap go-to, man.
Are you still the rap guy? Still want to be that guy?
I feel like I'm not the originator of that at all, because a lot of people done it before me. But I feel like for the modern kind of YouTube era, I was kind of one of the first. But obviously, got to pay homage to people like Five and Lote, who produced Potter Paper's first 2 mixtapes, and people like that, and who inspired me to make them beats.
But like in terms of, maybe I didn't word that right, like in terms of you and where your head is at, do you still want to be known as?
Yeah, because I feel like it's important to have your own sound, so people will come to me because they want a certain type of beat. They go, oh, I need that Mikey Joe beat for a mixtape. I need that outro.
It's a very unique style. I feel
so people like, so say, I can't even say like there's a sample drill guy. I don't even know who that might be. You know, the samples of songs and the kind of the TikToky drill. Say there's a guy for that, and he's like definitely smashing it. People are gonna go, oh, let me hit up Thingy. He's got beats for me because of that. So when you kind of separate yourself from people, it kind of makes it easy to stand out and also
like
find
you
success.
Have to like path your own way, lane kind of thing.
But obviously, there's a lot of sick producers doing similar beats of that style, and probably a lot better than me, to be honest. But
how old was you when you was uploading to YouTube?
So I'm 23 now. So it was actually, so I did a first year of university in Manchester, did economics. Well, I did all of it, but first year I just messing around, going out. Never really touched the music thing. I was always like messing about. And I thought it was the summer of university. After my first year, I said, you know what, I'm going to upload every day now and kind of chase it. So that would have been about maybe just turned 20.
Okay. So did you do the?
So it's about 3 years ago.
Did you go straight after college, or did you go college at all?
Yeah, no. So I went to school, did my GCSEs, did okay, went sixth form. Had a year out, did a sales job. In that year out, just worked in a call center.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then went to uni for 3 years in Manchester, where I made a lot of kind of music connections as well. People like Jordan and that.
What did you study?
I did economics, so not even music, but I kind of used that time while I was doing that to have the spare time to focus on music. And then just
Spare time at uni, that's unheard of.
That's brave.
spare time for me. I'm a bit of a winger.
So what?
Kind of deadline day king.
Yeah, me too.
You and Jordan are like super tapped in though. How did you guys meet?
Well, I've always been a fan of his music, and he's a very hard person, or he was a very hard person to get in touch with. I'd always be in DMs. He's not someone that's really on his phone too much.
Yeah.
Right.
And he wouldn't he just kind of got the people around him that he might work with or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was actually crazy. I met Potter Paper one day, in Liverpool, because he did a signing. And I thought, I need to try and meet him, because just so he puts a face to the name, because of the Mikey Joe beats, does all the Potter beats on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna like say hello to him, buy his mixtape, just so he kind of knows who I am. And then from there, it's like, Potter's like, oh, take my number. And then next day, he texts me, goes, I'm going to give your number to Jordan. I think you two worked really well together, because I told Potter I was living in Manchester.
Right.
And the next thing I get a call for George, shout out George, he's like, Mikey, your beats are the hardest. I've been looking for this my whole life. He was like, never changed. Like, no one makes beats like you. Because at the time, no one really did on YouTube. You couldn't really find the beats. It wasn't really a trend, really, at the time. He's like, you are the hardest. And then from there, just gassed me up, give me so many opportunities, which I'm forever grateful for. Kind of definitely changed my life in quite a big regard. And we just done a lot of stuff together, been through a lot of shit together. Done a lot of wins together in that, and kind of had a mad musical journey, and I owe a lot to him, to be fair. So I'm grateful.
What's your number one memory
with George? There is many.
What's the first one that comes to your head?
To be fair, because the first one that comes to my head, because we do a lot of shows together now, and it's kind of started because we kind of never been like plugged in the industry really, in like labels and stuff. Like everything is kind of really just us. Like we'll phone up a venue, try to get it booked, just put tickets online, put a post on Instagram. We're learning on the job. We're booking like a DJ.
Well, is it that easy where you can just go and do it yourself? Kind of thing?
It is and it isn't. It's a lot of responsibility, and it's a lot of stress. And it's a lot of relying on things to work. And if it doesn't, you're kind of screwed, because you are accountable.
Yeah.
But it is definitely doable by yourself, but you have to be really switched on and have a team of people that kind of really want to make it work.
Yeah. Of course.
But in the rap kind of space for shows, it definitely comes with problems with venues and stuff. They don't always want to host them, and they might say, oh, we need extra security, so we need extra money. So, but it's definitely possible. But as number one memory with Jordan, it's probably just everyone singing our songs that we made together, and because we've had some up and down times as well, but obviously all positive times.
What does that feel like when your song is being played at a show?
It's sick.
What a feeling! It must be mad.
It's so sick, because obviously you might know the tag, the Mikey Joe made this, and it's mad because when the song plays, before it goes, the crowd sing Mikey Joe.
That's cold. That's cold.
And where I've got my beat tag, it's not at the bit. So some people, the song, the thing will play and it'll be in the first bar. Mine's always the bar before it drops, always.
Right, yeah.
So it goes, Mikey Joe made this. Bang!
Boys, there's no avoiding.
No,
and I feel like the producer needs to do this. They need to tactically put their tags.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna hear that shit. Not where it can get cut out by the engineer.
No, that's always been a conscious decision for me as well. The tag, like at first, people kind of clown me for the tag, not properly, but like a few snide comments within the producer group chats that I might be in and stuff. But then,
at the same time,
it kind of become a real brand now. Like,
it's
I go people up north and I'm putting up stories of me cooking and I'm getting 20 replies going, you should have captured Mikey Joe made this, or it's like there's mad things. It's like everyone knows. I get messages all the time from people like, oh, my daughter won't stop singing Mikey Joe made this.
Really?
I get messages like that all the time, and it's weird because I don't think there's many tags that kind of do that. Like.
In the UK, I feel like
I think in the US there is, but in the UK they're kind of. I feel like because they all kind of sound pretty similar. Might be like a deeper voice and that, but mine's quite out there, isn't it?
I've got a question for you, just random one. Who do you think's got better tags, the UK or the US, in general?
I don't even. What are the famous US tags? 'Cause I don't even tap into.
Like ATL.
No, that's the one. Yeah, that's. No, I like the Who's the one? Who's the guy that does the What does he do? He like takes. I think there are a lot of them do it. Is it Metro Boom? He's got like 5 different ones.
Yeah, they've got like different rappers that have got different.
Yeah, I think that's quite a sick thing to do. Yeah. I know in the UK, who's got a sick one? Quincy, tell him that's quite a sick one.
Yeah,
I think that's a sick.
That's M Huncho.
Yeah. There's a sick idea though to have like different tags for different occasions. That's what you get onto me about.
Yeah,
be like, give me a tag.
Yeah. $1,000,000%. In the UK, what's it? I think Sapphire has a few.
Yeah,
Sapphire has a few different variations.
Like different rappers.
I think Itchy has a few variations as well, where I feel like you go into the session. Obviously, I don't know, but like they probably will go into the session, and as they're working with different artists, you just get them.
They're probably just bantering about, be like, hey,
yeah, that's class.
Yeah, that's sick.
But I think that's cool. I like TLH's one for Miko as well. Shout out to TLH.
Yeah, shout out.
Wait, no, what does he say? What does he actually say?
It says shout out Mika, my bro.
Yeah.
Who's that? Mika?
Yeah, Mika.
Yeah.
I'm saying that there's hard tags in the UK, but I feel like the idea that producers should have like different tags for like drill beats and trap beats. It's very different.
What's your opinion, on mixing like engineer like thingy mix this tags?
Oh, engineers having tags. That's mad.
I mix a lot of tracks, but I never put them on.
If you're a great engineer,
I get it though. I do get it though, and I wouldn't even.
I feel like someone like Fumes, like if he has his tag, because he's so big, he's adding value to the song by having his name signature on it. But like, bro, when it's just a random engineer whacking their tag on, 10 times louder than my thing.
Oh, when it's your beat,
yeah, bro, and it's like way louder than my thing. And all of a sudden, they're filtering my shit out, and then like they put their tag on the drop.
And then
when it's your beat, that can be hurtful.
That's crazy, bro.
And when it's
engineers, your beat, please don't do that shit, man. Please.
No, but I understand it though. I do understand it. Why? Because you have to build a brand as a mixing engineer as well. So
and like I said, like your tag is the number one way of branding your stuff.
I'm just saying, make it a quality tag. Make it a quality.
No, there's definitely some good ones on there though. But
how do you feel about no tag at all for producers?
I feel like that's quite a sick boss move, you know.
I agree. You know, that's
like a bossy move. Like I was speaking to Show and Proof about this, and he was like, "No, I feel like sometimes it could ruin the song." I was like, "No, you're right, you know."
Yeah.
But he was like, but then he looked at me. No, don't look at me. He was speaking of a text, but Show and Proof, legendary producer. Yeah. And he was like, "No, Mike, you know what? You're quite gangster for that because you were just putting it on anyway." But I think just being confident enough to be like, "This is my music. You should know it's me." I think that's a big.
And also, and like sometimes as well.
Really have a sound.
And like when you've got like a really like. If you've got like a crazy beat that you've made and a super cinematic or like there's a certain mood to it, sometimes having your tag come in, it might just
it does. There's been songs that I've like fully produced from recording the vocals and that, and I thought, like I can't even, like my tag will get in the way of this, so I'll still put it at the end though.
Yeah, at the end I think it's fine.
100%. Who made your tag?
It was actually my friend Maya. Shout out Maya, man. She was just this was years ago. I used to have another one that my housemate made. It was like the sounds of Mikey Joe. And it was like that, yeah. We're all laughing, yeah. I was like, do me a thing, because it's like, and she was like, what? I was like, do it, because at the time she didn't really get it. I was like, do it, and I had that, and then my mate Maya, she would just send. I think she was out somewhere, just on a night out. She was just like kind of taking the piss, and she sent me like 100. Maybe not 100, like 20 voices of Mikey Joe, and I kept one of them, and I thought, I'd screen record it from Snapchat and just put it on. But I added the laugh myself. The laugh's not actually her laugh.
Yeah,
it's just a YouTube
one of the stock ones.
Stock laugh.
But
I feel like I blended
NPC
it quite
laugh.
well.
Trust me.
But yeah, the tags. I think that they're important.
I do like a sexy girl tag.
Yeah,
the
tags are important. But have a good tag though, because that really will put value or not devalue your beat. I think definitely.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're tagged,
like some
represents
like,
your brand.
It's like it's like what? No,
it's true. It is true.
Like, so Josh beats 1, 2, 3.
It's like, no, man.
What has influenced your style? I know we said Pot of Paper, but before that, like, what was you listening to? I know you said indie.
You know what? Just from young, I've always been like exposed and put onto sick music, like by my dad. Like he'd show me like you might even know these bands. People like The Jam and Paul Weller and the Beatles, Oasis. Then just through, I used to like people like Oasis, Stone Roses, Arctic Monkeys, Kasabian, all that kind of English kind of rocky sound. I've always loved, but I've also like when I was younger, I used to love Michael Jackson and Motown and soulful music.
It's a lot of guitar.
Yeah, but I don't really use guitar in my beats though. But I just like, you know what? I've always been fascinated. Yeah. So when I was maybe, when would I start listening to UK rap like nines and stuff? That was probably when I was like 16. And he'd always have I think it's mainly Five who produced his songs back then, or maybe I think that's the one I remember, Five. Yeah. And
have you ever worked with him?
Who, Five? No, never. But I've spoken to him before, and
would you like to?
I'd love to. Yeah, be an honor for sure.
The top guy, man.
Mikey Joe.
Yeah. And they'd always have like vocal samples in the background, or on the Nines songs and the Potter mixtapes.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you do that? Because like this was before Arcade, this was before Splice. I was like, how are you doing that? And then one day I just got Arcade and Splice and just went
Yeah.
Suddenly just unlocked a gold.
Yeah, literally.
Like, oh my God, so many vocals.
But I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how people, obviously I could do it now, but when you're at a lower level of production as well, where you don't really know about keys and like time stretching things to BPMs, especially with chopping up acapellas on YouTube, it can be techie. Like
very.
But what, is that one of the techniques that you use for vocals?
No, Splice.
It's always just Splice.
Splice, yeah.
So how do you find your shit on Splice? Like, because I've been searching through Splice. I know you love Splice.
I just tempo it. Like my beats are usually around 95 BPM, ish, give or take 10 BPM each way, and just type in vocals, mate.
Yeah, but bro,
you don't type vocals. You have to go genre.
Yeah.
No, you have to go intro. No. If you type. The search engine is really bad on Splice.
This is what I'm saying. I can never find good shit on Splice.
So what you do is,
searching for hours.
I'll tell you what you do. So
just gonna put on the source.
You go on you click step one. You click instruments, and then you click vocals.
Instruments, vocals,
and then you filter to your BPMs that you kind of working with. So say you've already got a track. You think, I need a thingy.
82 about 120.
Yeah, and so you do that, and then you can go by popularity, or you can go by default. But it's just digging though. It is just digging. At the end of the day, you have to dig for them. Yeah. But sometimes if you find a good one, if you click on the catalogue of like where it came from,
there's
a lot of stuff on
you
there.
can search
and are you using the Splice app or the Splice browser?
The bridge one.
No, like so you've got your app where you download them to.
The actual app. Yeah.
No, don't use the app. You don't use the app.
Really?
You have to use the browser. That's a massive L.
Why?
You have to use the browser. So you have to go on Google Chrome, Splice.com.
Why is the browser?
Because it's just got a different search engine.
Yeah.
And the one on the app is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish.
It is. It's not helpful at all.
Because you have so much luck with Splice. I can't find shit on there.
I feel like same with Mikey, I'm good at searching for things and I'm good at looking for things in the right way. Because I know you like Looperman because it's very direct.
Looperman's sick.
Looperman's great.
I made Jordan Risk It All as a Looperman guitar.
Well, I'm telling you, I've had unlimited like songs.
I've got a bare. I used to use Looperman all the time. Looperman piano loops are sick. I don't know who makes them.
I like a trap Looperman loop.
Yeah, they're sick. All the guitars in that. Do you know about No Funk or something?
No Funk. He's
sick. I don't know if he's still doing it.
Mine to go as well.
He's a legend. I think he got signed and disappeared. But
yeah, man.
Big up. What was his name again?
Mine to go. He done
Mine to go. He done like massive Drake records.
He done that massive like Polo G records.
Yeah, he did No Stylist and all that.
But he wasn't getting bread for it.
I feel like he must have negotiated something.
Obviously, because it's bloody.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
even though he doesn't like, I wonder if he gets publishing though. Maybe.
No, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, if you upload to Looperman, you're a legend. Shout out you for the sacrifice that you're making. I personally wouldn't upload my shit to Looperman because I
would just to see how far it goes though.
It's like a good test to see if your shit's worth a download.
Yeah, I know, but part of it,
you're consistent with your uploads. It's like YouTube, and then you can just see who.
But to be fair, Mine to Go probably got a massive publishing deal after it.
100%.
Because they must be like, or they must be like, let's sign you because we can put you in sessions with Drake, Travis Scott.
And that's the hard. Thing. He wouldn't have been there if he didn't get the reception. I know,
but
he missed out on hundreds, thousands of pounds worth of revenue if he actually had points and.
Yeah, but he would have never been heard though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a predicament.
But to be fair, back when he was doing it though, that was kind of before the whole loop culture of emails and spending emails to 200 producers.
I was gonna say, what do you think about with that? Do you send loops out?
Ever? I don't really make loops. To be fair, more time I'm using other people's loops.
Yeah.
More,
okay,
to be honest.
So you actually use the loops?
No, I use a lot. Yeah, a lot of the time. But it's kind of I'm more swayed towards ones I've got relationships with. Kind of a lot of people in the UK and that they send me things and I always split them kind of in a respectful manner.
What do you reckon is the best way a loop maker could start building that relationship with you? Like, how do you get
just be sick.
Just be hard.
Just pause. No, just be good and also message as well. Don't just send an email. Message and try and speak to them.
Yeah. Is there any way that anyone can kind of stand out? Because I'm sure you have a I get helped by a whole lot of loop makers, and I don't be preying it like that too much.
You get help.
No, I get hit up by a load of people.
Yeah,
like so
my
many
email, because I don't even have a loop email. So my main email is my loop email. So if I go a session with an artist, you know, I said earlier, I just make tunes with people that I chill with. I just go, what samples do you? Just go through samples and just make a tune. But I feel like my best beats haven't been through that though. My best beats have always been me playing in shit.
Okay.
Not playing it, picking in and just doing it myself.
And do you know what's so mad about it as well? That I was thinking about this in a session the other day where it's like when you're not using loops and you have to do things yourself, it forces you to be more creative.
I feel like you make better beats as well. Yeah. You do.
Do you think?
You definitely do.
I feel like
you don't. You do and you don't, because there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't do that they can do. But at the same time, my beats only take like piano and a sick vocal loop.
That's the formula.
And good drums.
I feel like a good loop maker spends a decent amount of time layering different things in the loop.
Too much though.
I don't have that much time.
No, but they do too much though. So much where I can open up a loop, and I like to be quite OCD with it. Yeah, where I need to cut up all. You know, sometimes they got the preview.
Yeah,
and some people just use the preview, but I have to get all the stem. But then I'm doing it. I'm chopping up like 12 different stem bits. You know, they have to have one file now. And then I've got to make everything unique. I thought, even though it's hard, it's a sick sample. I'm like, nah, you know what? This is too long. Just try it off and try to the laptop off. I don't know. It stresses me out too much.
It's honestly,
but I just
it's a real life chore, man.
Loop makers just have a sick melody and a vocal and a few things, but don't give me bare little things in the background.
Bare twinkles.
I
and
like
shit,
a good 16-bar loop where I can just make a different section at a time.
Yeah, no, obviously you do need different bits, but I get my head gets too complicated with too many things going on, because my beats are quite simple and you don't need too much going on.
I think simple's better as well.
Yeah, simple is better.
But some of these loop makers they're crazy, bro.
The producing in the UK when we first started in 2019. The beats have got so much better.
So much better.
The beats now are so sick.
And I feel like that's because everyone's working together.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's what I feel like back culture, you know, a few years ago was everyone's a bit more locked off and you know, everyone's doing their thing. There's such a big producer culture now where everybody's working together, linking up, collaborating. Up for working together. And I always say this to people, like collaborating with other like-minded producers is the best way.
It's the best. It's
of
fun
getting
as well.
your name out there, getting your brand out there. Then you're switching it up.
Yeah.
There's enough space for everybody in the music industry in the UK.
100%.
Enough space.
Yeah, because there's so much that you can do that other people can't, and vice versa. Not you, but like you at home watching that. You know what I mean?
It's true.
I
feel like the artists and the managers that want a specific type of sound know who to go to, and as other
it's like what we were saying earlier, isn't it? It's like if you want this beat, you go to thingy. If you want like a dark one, you go to X10. If you want
exactly, and then as newer producers start getting better and start developing their sound more and more and starting to become more niche as they get further along in their journey, I feel like that's when they start getting recognised for their sound, and then you know they go for them
because you can only blow. I say blow, but like produce don't really blow, but like
I mean you can.
Yeah, no, do you know what I'm saying though? Like get recognised by doing something different, because how can you get recognised by just making a random,
and also you've got more longevity. Like if you start getting success and you get success of doing your own thing, like if
I feel like you get success from working with big artists.
Yeah, but if you
majority,
but if you can get a big artist on a beat in a style which you know is very unique to yourself,
then you're gone.
Then you're cold because
off the beats.
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. Like because the whole sound of the music scene is pioneered by the beats that artists are jumping on, basically. So if you're making a completely different type of beat and an artist, a big artist, let's say Digger hears your shit, he fucks with it, he drops a track to it.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's going to automatically be a new way. It
always goes hand in hand with the popularity of the artist who jumps on it. I'm talking
about 100%.
Like I'm talking about, it's very, very rare, and I feel like it was much more of a thing like in the beginning, like with the J Dilla type beats. Like that is a very specific sound. Like Timbaland's a very specific sound. Whereas now I feel like it's very, very hard for a producer to just be known for the beats that they make. Like the type of beats that they make.
Yeah, and I feel like
without the artist being attached to them.
Without the artist.
Yeah, and that's...
Or with less involved.
Yeah, well, obviously...
I feel like that's a culture needs to come back as well.
Yeah, but it's like... But both need each other, innit?
Like everything's very, very oversaturated.
But both need each other, innit? Like the artist needs a producer.
100%. I'm not saying like let's say what Dr. Dre or like J Dilla or Timbaland couldn't have... Where was I going with this? Like they have a very specific sound, yes, but they also had amazing artists, you know, collaborating on
100%
on their music. So
and
they always will go hand in hand. But what I'm trying to say is the very, very specific sound, if that makes sense. I feel like it's a lot harder for that to happen now.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Your mic, mate.
I agree. I agree. Okay, yeah, it's also, yeah, like you said, like producers that are really and truly the ones that actually pioneer the sounds and actually change the whole sound of the music industry. And it's a shame that we have to rely on our artists to actually be fucking with a new kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like Jersey, for example, wouldn't ever become a thing unless some big artists are like, okay, cool, I like that.
Do you like that Jersey wave?
I think that's a very...
You showed me that time ago.
Yeah, I told you about that years ago. I've been telling people that from time that Jersey...
I don't really get it though, but I'm sure I'll be...
Do you like a dance music?
I like house music, house techno.
Yeah.
Some people at home probably caught me at a techno house rave.
Jeez!
Mikey Joe with the beers and the Maggies, mate. Or inside, outside, inside.
Probably caught me on Ibiza a few times.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's a but I'm like, but that's just drill. Like, but instead of the snare, it's a kick, innit?
Yeah, it's a very simple bounce.
What? It's in the same BPM, like 140.
Yeah, same BPM.
No, it is good. It is good.
Like
it's very. I feel like it's like a acquired taste.
I feel like drill though, it's gonna start evolving. Like it's gonna like I reckon, like for example, R&B Jersey would be crazy because it's just like a very simple bounce. You have a like.
It's kind of like drill in a way where drill will always be drill as long as there's drill drums. It doesn't matter what melody there is. So if it always has Jersey drums, exactly, it could be.
And drill drums is literally just as long as you got that.
That's what makes it drill for me.
I think exactly, and this is a discussion actually that I want to have with you lot.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
What makes it drill? And what makes it trap? Because
it's just the beat. It's that rhythm you said.
Yeah, because people
I don't think it's about the content.
People argue, like for example, like you know, like SL Tropical, for example, or like or Gentleman.
Yeah,
they'll say that.
But I kind of think Gentleman's a drill song though.
Yeah, okay. So this is the question. People say Gentleman's a drill song, but it's definitely a feeling though. A trap beat.
It is a trap. It's an American beat. It's an American producer, trap producer on YouTube.
But so why is it drill?
Like that.
I remember seeing the beat on YouTube before. It was like some trap type beat in America.
Yeah. The question really is drill like the rap of the content of the rap, or is it the
type of instrumental?
It's both. It's a feeling. It's definitely a feeling because Gentleman, I would say that's a drill song. And what's the 6-7 Spill Some Juice?
Let's look.
No,
Red Rum.
Is that's not a drill beat, is it?
That's
that's
contour.
It doesn't have the. You don't have the thing though. Like if you see comments, people go, "That's it."
Yeah, that's that.
For me, that's the one a legendary drill song and that. Yeah. But then you got to think, you see like all 6-7 like live core and all the Chicago beats. They don't have the Chicago beats. Don't have the do they?
So I mean,
do they?
No, not really. Not in the same way.
Not in the same way the UK said. This is UK drill.
It's definitely a different bounce. But
I think you just know when it's a drill song.
Yeah,
like even though.
But here's a predicament. If you get someone like, let's say A1 and J1, and they come and do the whole singy-songy sample thing, but it's got is that a drill song? Yeah, it's just commercial.
Yeah, sample drill.
Yeah, it's a sample drill. It's different.
It's the thing. It's the pattern.
This is a debate, guys. In the comments, let us know.
I think it's just doing the pattern, but at the same time, contradicts myself because Live Corn, which is probably one of the first UK drill tunes, don't have that bounce.
So if we had, let's say Heady, let's say Unknown T, on a song that didn't have the hi-hat pattern or the 808s, would that be a drill song?
No, it wouldn't be.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
It depends what it sounds like, though.
No, but they could be chatting like mad grooves.
No, I'm not saying lyrics, like the actual sound of the beat. Is it like a 140?
Let's say it's on a house beat.
Well, no, it's a house tune.
That's what I'm saying. I completely agree. Yeah. I don't feel like it's the
that'd be crazy
of the rap. I feel like, or even the context of the rapper. I feel like it's the patterns.
It's for bounce.
Yeah.
It all comes down to a bounce at the end of the day.
It's true. If it's not bouncing, it's not drill.
If it's not bouncing, then red card, man.
What can we expect from Mikey Joe?
Yeah, so I've been putting on my own events. So I did my own one. It's called, I've got a new brand that I'm developing called Mikey Joe Presents. So I'm keep going on the Mikey Joe thing.
Yeah.
We had
MJ.
Young LS, a guy from Liverpool, sick artist from Liverpool. He's got a few songs kind of doing around on TikTok and that. So I did a show for him.
Brought the Bluntings up.
Yeah, so there's that tune, Little Blonde and She's Rude. So that tune there, which he's done well for himself, so big him up. So I booked him for a show in Manchester in a nightclub, did well. Got Jordan come out and Be Real come out from Liverpool, big up Be Real and Jordan. And but that was kind of like a warm-up one. It's my first one, but in March 17th we got Sneak Bow playing under my event in Manchester, so
be there, be square. Yeah.
So everyone be there, get your tickets, skiddle.com.
We like Manchester. We've been to Manchester.
You two should come.
It's really nice in Manchester.
You got VIP tickets on me, so
We just got it like that.
Make sure you come.
We're that guy, man.
I love Sneak Bow. I was.
He's another real pioneer in music.
It's true. It's so true. Like, I swear he got like a little shout out from Drake on one of them.
Yeah, he was the first person that Drake showed love to in the UK.
Really?
The first.
Because he's been around for like longer.
Because it's kind of funny, like, you know that kind of drill swing we're talking about? That's kind of come from the Caribbean music as well, but it's on like more like 100 BPM and 140. So but it's like
reggae.
kind of, yeah. So Sneak Boy used to jump on them beats, or still does. And then Drake, and then it's kind of the dancehall beats. That's what the word I should have used. And but there's interviews from Drake a few years ago, 10 maybe longer. But Sneak Boy is definitely, he brought a different flavour.
It's so true. I've been fucking with Sneak Boy for so long.
Yeah, you fuck with him.
I think like he's very underrated though in the scene. Yeah,
it's funny because he's definitely one of the pioneers, but he's kind of maybe not underrated because he's definitely rated, but maybe
like underdog situation.
I don't know, but
do you not think?
But big up Sneak Boy though, he's a real legend.
Yeah, shout out Sneak Boy.
It's hard to put into words, but yeah, definitely
it's
a legend.
It's true. I feel like he deserves more flowers. That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
definitely.
How did you decide to start doing your own shows? Like,
because like. Just from doing all the stuff with Jordan and stuff, like
you just enjoyed the feeling of it.
No, it's just because I know I can do it, and a lot of the times, the kind of how I started doing, Jordan might get booked for a kind of show, and you realise not a lot of people, just because you think that these are these promoters and thingy, it doesn't mean they actually really know what they're doing. And you've probably seen it from labels and stuff, yeah?
100%.
And you think, just because a label guy or A&R or a manager or a label boss, they don't really have a clue, a lot of these guys. So they was doing that, and I was just kind of making sure everything was patterned anyway, and kind of doing all the graft. So I thought, you know what, let me try doing my own shows.
Do you feel like...
But not from when we do the ones Jordan, but when Jordan gets booked by people. Right. And then I'm still running around, making sure the DJ's pattern, make sure all the songs are here, make sure everyone's on time, make sure everyone knows what time they're performing. It
sounds like
when it's really their job, man. When it's really not my job or Jordan's job, it's the person who's booked us. But they just kind of, I'm like, what do you, like, no, you have to make sure things are patterned.
Yeah.
So I kind of end up running around doing all that. So I thought, let me try to do it with different artists and see what we can do.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable like navigating that situation? Do you feel like you're quite good at that?
Yeah. Even though like it's weird because I'm quite a messy person, quite slapdash, but at the same time I'm very focused and I know things need to be in order for me to be relaxed and happy. Yeah. So
it sounds like something I've read in a book once where you're like lazy but in the most productive way. Like you get everything done so that you can be lazy. Like
it's weird because I think when there's something I'm passionate about, I'm really 100% or 110% what people like to say, But obviously when it's things I don't really care about, I feel like I like to chill. I'm quite a chill guy. But when it's my music stuff and I'm on it, like I'm fully on it. Like fully on it.
Sounds like you.
Yeah. That's why we get on. That's why that's my boy.
My guy.
I like that. I like that. Events are quite cool. I think that's people who want to get into
I think that's a sick kind
events is good because like that's kind of where a lot of money can be made for artists as well. So
I think it's a natural evolution for a producer anyway.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you're operating loads of stuff anyway.
I feel like if you're more business minded or business savvy, you could definitely take your music career into that space.
And it all comes, like you said earlier, about the whole brand kind of thing. Like if you were starting to expand your brand where people are seeing your faces, they're seeing your live shows, and they're associating like your music with people getting lit in the club and stuff.
And you already know your audience likes music.
Yeah, and your audience will connect to you more because they're seeing you in the flesh.
And it's like there's just a new thing. I'm always just trying new stuff. Like that. Hoping that one thing's really gonna change things for me.
Talk us through your most ideal event. Like, what would it look like? Where would it be? Who would be playing?
Ooh,
I'd love to do a Mikey Joe and friends. Okay. So like everyone I've worked with, so I'd have like, who would I even have? Obviously, I'm trying to be a bit out the box here because I've done a lot of stuff with Jordan. So like everyone really, the start. I've never had a song come out of Potter, but
the whole real rap scene.
Just like that would be so sick if I had like
Rimsey, Potter, Tef.
Yeah, Rimsey, Potter, Tef, Jordan, Benny Banks, our dads, Watch, Coins, Bam Bam, all these people.
Crazy.
That would be sick.
There's a scene.
No, in wherever, it doesn't really matter where it is. But you know what I actually really want to do? I want to put my own house raves on. That's actually what I'm trying to do.
I think there's a big market for that as well.
You should shout out Parky.
I'll go to all of them. Is that his thing, yeah?
Yeah, Parky fucks with the house raves.
I need to just get a venue in London. Let's go ham. But I want to put on house raves. All my mates, we all go to the raves, the house music events, the Ibifas and all the that sort of stuff, like the Elro and all that stuff.
Yeah, Alhan. Did you say Alhan?
Elro.
Oh, Elro is sick. I want to go to Elro. Right?
I went Elro in Barcelona. It's sick, man.
Ooh.
But I want to put
Barcelona.
Shout out Barcelona, man. Every time I want to be in Barcelona right now. Now. Yeah, we went there last year. Yeah, man. So just for a little excursion. Yeah. But I'm missing the sunshine, man.
Honestly,
Barcelona's good, man.
It's like a nicer London, I think.
Yeah.
I was only kind of around the beach, really. So I feel like there's a lot of Barca that you can explore.
No, you're right.
It's a bit like if you come to London, when people abroad, they come to London, they go like Oxford Circus.
Yeah.
And like Oxford Street. It's like, that's not really, there's so much more to see.
Yeah, literally.
So it's probably the same when we go to like Barca.
Yeah. People definitely sleep on like the Midlands and the national parks of the UK, I feel like.
The Midlands, yeah? What's going on there?
Yeah. I was about to ask. Like,
I'm interested.
What do you know about the Midlands?
Like the rural parts of the UK. Because when people come to the UK, they're like, Selfridges, and I want to go off and do central London. But like, there are a couple nice spots.
There's a lot of things to explore
around London, around UK, should I say?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean, 100%.
From a Cambridge.
Cambridge is dead. You don't want to come to Cambridge, man.
Wow, Cambridge is sick, bro.
Do you like Cambridge?
I went on a school trip once. It was cold.
Really? Where'd you go in Cambridge?
Just all the Cambridge, like the main bit. Like the main bit.
The canals.
No, like the churches and shit.
Cambridge is
what's Cambridge famous for? It's famous something.
It's got a university, isn't it?
It's famous for like some history stuff. What is it?
Well, I don't know.
Was it in Harry Potter?
It's something like that, but it's not Harry Potter. It's like
Cambridge, was there not?
I don't know.
Cambridge therefore was not in Harry Potter. I don't know if it was in Harry Potter.
Cambridge. I'm thinking of Canterbury,
I'm sure it's not the same thing.
Canterbury is
it's Canterbury.
It's a place.
They must be famous for something. All right, let's
move
on because I'm
shout out Cambridge same way, but I don't know about Cambridge.
So do you have a good team behind you to support these events? Because this is a great place for people to
also, have you got eyes on that Magnum, by the way?
No, that's yours.
I'm sure we can go halves on it.
No, because I love the beer.
Halves.
Okay, respect.
I love the beer. No, the event. Actually, no. I've got a business partner, Dinyad, who I actually met through doing Jordan's first show.
Shout out
Dinyad from Manchester. He's always done the house events and stuff. Okay. And he's got some good relationships in Manchester. And he actually did Jordan's first show, so we kind of teamed up and see what we can do. He's got a lot of contacts within there, and I've got my contacts within rap and stuff, so it kind of works.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm just trying different things. But obviously, actual making music will always be my passion, though.
Yeah.
Like my real passion.
I feel like you've kept it at a nice in a nice place where you don't like hate it.
Yeah, no,
it's all about the balance.
I really don't take it like music serious, even though I should do, and I could be a lot more successful if I did. Like we were speaking about this earlier, but I really just have fun with music.
But I think that's all you can do though, really, because like if you're not even enjoying what you're doing, no matter, even if you're grinding, you've got somewhere to, you've got plans and goals with it. If you're not enjoying what you're doing genuinely just enjoying your life, then it's like, it's not even worth it.
Because I feel like before you kind of make, reach certain goals or work with certain artists, you're going to be slaving away on that laptop. Well, I was slaving away on that laptop before something happened, innit? Like, bang, beats every night, emails every day. Let me do this stuff, do this, go there, whatever. And even though I still do that to an extent, but now I've worked with people, I've made a few legendary songs.
You have made a couple of legendary songs,
Yeah.
What's your favourite one out of like all of them?
I love different ones, different reasons. So people will know me for like the works of Benny Banks. So Benny Banks, Eye for an Eye. That's sitting about 8 million streams on Spotify.
Cold.
Because obviously he was probably my favourite artist growing up. And I've always been on him to make music because Benny, he's not like always making music. So he has a lot of breaks and he kind of just chills. A bit kind of how I make music. Yeah. But I was always on him, like even when I was quite bad at making beats or not as good as today, always be on him like, Benny, let's make some beats, let me come studio. And he always like, he never parred me off, innit? He never parred me off. He always just kind of, soon, bro, like, because he wasn't even in that music space anyway. But then as soon as he was like, bro, I'll be on you soon. And then when he was, we fully locked in. And we made Eye for an Eye. That's a legendary song in the UK hip hop rap world. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you need to check that out. You
need to tap in.
All the stuff with Jordan, we did a Jordan Daily Duppy. That's got like 8 million views. It's one of the biggest Daily Duppies.
I know that was massive. That was crazy.
That was that's the first song we did together. Rooms the Expensive Pain was kind of like a massive song for me.
That track
that probably was the biggest song. That's probably a song I can go basically anywhere.
That's one with you
and
Big
people
Z,
know it. Yeah, big up Big Z. Yeah, definitely big up Big Z on the beat. Fuck him, Big Z made. Big Z made a banger. That's it.
Big Z made, yeah.
Obviously, Big Z.
I've rinsed that song.
Yeah, that's probably the song I can go like. Not that I do this, but it's like, oh, what songs are we? Oh no, and we go one for me. I don't want to go. Everyone knows that tune.
As a producer, it's sick to have like one song where you can say.
Yeah, everyone in London knows that tune, and kind of across the UK, and obviously all the stuff with Jordan. Risk It All is a massive tune for us. Then we did a Risk It All remix. And there's just loads of tunes. Like, I like the song Live It Hard, it's home freestyle. But even the smaller songs I've just done, and they're not even out yet. So like, I'm happy I've made a whole project, like a Mikey, like me as an artist, credited as an artist. So
yeah, I think that's so
that's the Beers and Maggies.
I say this to all the producers about how like that progression to an artist.
I think the goal for the rest of the year is going to be a Mikey Joe Presents. And it's going to be like, I don't know, real rap volume 1. And I'll get, hopefully, just have an all-star lineup. Hopefully, people give me some songs and I can do some swaps for beats and I can pay people to be on the project and that. And just present a sick body of work with just mad collabs. Maybe even put people together that's not been together before. Like different artists. Maybe one's from Birmingham, one's from London or Manny. And just put a few people together and just make a sick... just make like a sick classic tape, like... I feel like producers aren't really doing that. I know they are, like Bangles and I don't even know who else. I know M1's working on one.
He's got a very sick tape.
Is it? I'm not close to him, but I know he's been working on the tape, so that's gonna be absolutely crazy. I mean, he's been working that for years, so that's gonna be proper. So I think if I do a tape like that, which I definitely will do, and I'm gonna do that real soon, that it'll probably take a couple.
You got to put some time and effort into that
because the songs they can't just be like, yeah, we made that, snap on the tape. It's like, nah, we can get a better one. Yeah, because I've known by making my own project, which is not even out yet. Yeah,
but it will be. We've got a new game we want to play with you.
Okay,
it's a quick fire round game. Yeah, it's called A&R.
Oh my god, I remember this game.
Yes. Let's do more of these, man. I could do a few of these games.
So this is going to be the last thing because we have to wrap it up.
Okay,
that's sad.
That is actually sad.
Yeah, we've been enjoying this, but I'm going to say a name.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
I'm trying not to swear for the AdSense.
We're going to take turns giving you artist names, and you're going to have to say who's the best person as a feature for them.
Yeah, this is
for them.
So if you could,
I'm like the A&R,
if you could put anybody you know.
He gets it. All right, you go.
No, I get it.
It's a quick one though.
I get it.
It's a quick one.
Yeah.
Have I got to go first?
You got to go first, and then he says it.
Okay, so I'm the only one answering this.
You're the only one answering.
Are you the quiz master?
I
want to get involved.
He's the only one answering.
Okay,
He's
sad
the
times.
guest.
Listen.
Yeah, sorry.
Listen to your girl.
Listen to the significant other.
I'm gonna listen to her. I'll get in trouble if I don't.
Okay.
Who would you put on a track with Tion Wayne? If you could put anybody on a song with Tion Wayne,
it's a quick
and
one.
what?
Young Ads.
Young Ads.
Crazy hook.
I want to know why you put them on the song together. Though.
Central C.
You could
Mist.
Mist and Central C.
Party tune.
I can hear that.
Party tune.
I can hear that.
Well, do you reckon Central C would do one of a party?
Yeah, club beat, 100%.
You should admit that.
I reckon like what's the one Misty with Fred or
oh yeah.
I guess I think you can give that side. Not always drill.
I think that'd be sick. Who would you put on the song? Who do you think Jordan would do well on the feature with out of anybody in the world? What song would absolutely just fly off the shelves and go crazy?
Potter has to be.
Jordan and Potter?
Yeah.
Surely they already have a song.
No, we had a song before, and I produced it.
Well, okay.
But I feel like the bars got used on other songs and stuff. It was just one of them. I've not even heard it, but I just know it happened time ago. This is before I even knew Jordan.
You've got to reload that one though and just kind of.
I know. I need to get on him.
Reconcile
Potter, man. Let's make it happen.
What about Unknown T?
Ooh.
I was actually when I was in front of the TV the other day. I was chatting to.
I'm trying to think who he's not worked with before though, because he's Unknown T. That's so hard, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of worked with a lot of people. Maybe I'm gonna think American then. Lil Baby.
Can I say? I think he'd be so sick on a track with Burna Boy.
No, I should have said that, but I don't know if they've. I was gonna say Skilly Bang, but they've done a song. I actually take back Lil Baby.
Because I said it first.
So can I take back Lil Baby because that's just a cop out answer because he's hard anyway.
I'm not saying Lil Baby would be crazy though.
That would be crazy.
No, but he's gonna be sick with anyone. Let's skip that one because I actually can't think of one. And I think you've got the best answer, Burna Boy.
We'll come back to it.
Has he done a song with Popcorn?
Did you really say? Yeah, he has actually.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. And he's on one with Skilly Bang.
Unknown T, Jigga D, and Popcorn's crazy.
He done a tune, yeah.
Okay. And Sean D too.
Your turn.
My turn. No,
Last one.
I just asked Unknown T.
Oh, you did? No, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Quick fire.
Is this what I'm saying?
Come on.
Quick fire. This is difficult. I'm trying to think of a singer. I want to be different.
Georgia.
Georgia Smith.
Georgia Smith.
Did you do that, Georgia Smith?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. How can he not? Georgia Smith and Benny Banks.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be so sick.
On like a 90s record.
On like a stripped down, soulful, live.
Like deep tune.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to bring that kind of song back with like a,
if
like
you listen
big
to
female singer doing a hook and then like
what's Benny's song called? Down the fire. It's called something. There's a song. Oh,
I was about to start clicking.
No, you won't even know. You're too young to know this tune anyway.
Fuck off, man.
That's a good thing. Okay, anyways, the Benny Banks and Georgia Smith would be crazy.
I got last one for you. Last one.
Last one.
Chasing Status.
Ooh. I actually saw that's one of the first people I saw live, you know.
Really?
I was like 14, sick. So I've always liked all this music. Chasing Status and they've worked with a lot of people as well. I feel have they done a song with Skepta yet?
Oh, that would be nice.
I think that
they might have done.
They haven't released it, but I think they're tapped in.
Oh, you've got some inside information. Chasing Status and Skepta would be crazy. Chasing Status and
can't lie, I'm saying Skilly Bang.
What, like on a kind of greasy kind of dub? What's that genre called? Dub something. Like that kind of jungly.
Yeah.
But like take it that way.
Maybe like with a D&B and
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that kind of ragga jungle thing would be sick.
Get into that. Start doing that kind of stuff.
I can
you
try.
You can do that kind of stuff in events.
Yeah.
Nah, too much headache. Too much loud. Too much loud noises.
But drum and bass
yeah, I can't deal with that.
Too messy.
I'm a house lover.
Well, we gotta wrap it up.
We've got to wrap it up like a Christmas present.
Well, thanks to my host from the PRODCAST for having me on the PRODCAST, I should say. It's been a real experience. I've enjoyed every minute. I don't want it to end, to be honest, but
it's not going to end.
All good things have to come. Hopefully, this could be your best episode yet. Which I think it's going to be.
It's fucking quality.
Only because it's me, not because the rest are bad, because I'm the best.
Exactly. There you go.
But Beers and Maggies out soon.
Baggies.
There's a Maggie.
Baggies and Beers. That's That's hard. Baggies and Beers. That's like Pete and Bass's next album.
Actually, yeah, big. I need a tune. That's from. You know, I don't chase
Chasing
placements.
status and
Pete and Baz.
No, you know I don't chase placements. I'm chasing a Pete and Baz placement.
There you go.
Yeah, no, that would go crazy.
That'd be legendary.
That would go crazy.
Boomtown, which is mad.
What, were they sick?
Yeah,
big crowd.
They flew in from Poland. Was like, I flew in from Poland.
Yeah, man.
They had a big crowd.
Yeah, bro, they had a massive crowd. Like
people know the lyrics and that, don't they?
Yeah, bro. Like people are rapping along. They had their beers. They were going crazy. I want to be like them.
Yeah, Boomtown, we fucking love you, right?
Yeah, man.
What a vibe.
Are you going Glastonbury this year?
I'm a Boomtown girl, mate.
No, but I've got Glastonbury tickets. So anyone who's in Glastonbury, I've got a ticket, you know. So not that I'm selling it. I'm saying shout me because only the elite can get them tickets.
If you're going Glastonbury, shout Mikey, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going.
I'm going. Like
okay.
I'm not performing or nothing. I've got a ticket.
Oh, okay.
You might be performing.
I might be performing actually.
You might
never
just
know.
do a little slide a little bit there.
No, you got to get tickets, man.
Oh, is it?
It's very
just hit
difficult.
up people that are actually like playing. Be like, yo, what are you saying?
I've got tickets anyway, so I'm good. I'm just seeing if you go going because you're talking about the festivals.
I hear that.
It's a Boomtown vibe. It's a Boomtown vibe this year still.
Year, but I am a Boomtown girl.
It's a Boomtown vibe still.
What, you drum and bass girl?
I'm a drum and bass girl.
Oh man, what about you?
I'm a drum and bass.
I was recently converted to drum and bass last year.
Okay, all right, let's wrap it up.
We will see you guys next week.
All right, the podcast, man.
Episode.
Keep supporting.
I'm going to hit up Mikey Joe.
We're looking for sponsors, I don't.
Yeah, sponsors. Right, bye.
Sponsor us.
And cut.